Hello, my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is a timeless reading focusing on your divine masculine and where they're at on this journey. Do they still desire you? And ultimately, how they feel about the connection at this time. So, this is for my divine feminines tuning in and watching for a masculine. Okay, so general as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense and release what doesn't. If you're interested in your own personal private reading at this time, currently I've got full length readings on hold just to give me the opportunity to catch up, but you can still book a mini reading or a basic one. So all of that information is on my website. That link is down below in the description box. All right, guys. And as always, I will include a link to all of the amazing decks and creators that you see here today, including my own. So let's dive right into this, guys, and see where this is going to go for you. These are the 3 decks we'll be using for the focus messages this time around. This is by my soul sister, Angelic Revelation 144, Divine Desires, Twin Flame Messages, and then we'll go ahead and grab a message from the Masculine's Madness. This is by Bridget of Divine Essentials. And lastly, Sister Moon Tarot, Twin Flame Poetic Confessions. Any decks with the title or name of Twin Flame, you don't have to resonate with that if you don't. But, certainly for those of you that do, we'll take a look and see if any of those messages pop up here. So let's get into this, guys. Let's see how this is going to go for you and your masculine here. All right, so does your divine masculine desire you? Let's start with that. Certainly when it comes to the physical connection, the sexual chemistry, angels and spirit guides for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For my feminines tuning in for your masculine. Let's grab this one. I crave your touch. It sends shivers down my spine with full body orgasmic tingles. So that's a pretty strong indication that yes, your masculine definitely still desires you. The physical connection, the sexual fire between the two of you, the passion, it's still here. Okay, so we are focusing on those of you who more than likely are either in separation or going through some difficult challenges in your connection right now. But that right there definitely lets us know the divine masculine desiring the feminine. Okay, so let's add to this. The masculine's madness. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's grab your second focus message here. I'm immediately guided to this corner. Let's grab this one. Temptress. Okay. You are so tempting. You see, there's something about you, my feminines, that this masculine is so incredibly tempted by. They crave you. I mean, just the verbiage, craving, orgasmic, tempting. The color red certainly is very passionate. Deep love. Wow. All right. So yeah, they still desire you. So let's grab your last focus message here, and then we'll see where else this is going to go for you, my water signs. So no doubt, this masculine definitely desiring the feminine. Okay. Guided to this one. Missing you. I trace every room to find you. Even though I know you're never there. I look into strangers' eyes, but all I get is an empty stare. So for some of you guys, your masculine could have tried to move on to other connections, but at the end of the day, they keep reverberating back to the connection that you guys had because that's where their heart is. They're missing you. They're thinking about you. They're still tempted by the thought of you. They're craving you. Okay, so let's see where this is going to go. But that's quite telling as far as what they're feeling and thinking at this point in time. But first, we got to really take a look and see the issues here and the dilemma of your connection and why you guys are either in separation, not together, or for those of you who are together and dealing with a lot of issues in the partnership. All right, so let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, for my divine feminines tuning in for your divine masculine. What are the issues here for some of you? What are the contributing issues? The homies. Too much time with the homies, okay? So maybe you're feeling left out of your masculine's life, that they were spending too much time with their friends and not enough time with you. This masculine could have certainly represented a very challenging lover here. Difficult to deal with is what it says. So if they were difficult to deal with, and if they were spending way too much time with their buddies, with their friends, and not putting in enough time or effort with you, my feminines, I feel this masculine has some major regrets about that. Definitely missing the feminine. We already know that here. Still tempted by you and craving your touch, your presence, and not just sexually, just really missing you and wanting you to be back in their life. What else about the masculine here? No support. Shows little to no support mentally, physically, or emotionally. And that's because the support that they were offering was to their friends, other people, aside from you, aside from the connection. We've got denial as well, contributing to the issues, refusing to believe their true feelings or thoughts. So what I'm feeling here for some of you, your masculine was just pushing the love, pushing their emotional feelings aside. Maybe they weren't ready to commit. Maybe they were afraid of their feelings, whatever the reason. They were denying their feelings at the time that you guys were together. And now they're craving you, wanting you, missing you. This is interesting. Public issues puts relationship business out there. So when they're hanging out with their friends, their homies, their buddies, sharing all of the dirty laundry that you guys might have had in your connection, and that contributed to some obstacles here. Wow. Two-faced. Okay, so you could have been dealing with a two-faced divine masculine here. Acts fake around others, wears false self-mask. So what I get from this, my feminines, is your masculine, for those that resonate with this particular message, is that they were one way with you and they were another way with their friends. So which version of your masculine was the real person? Who were they really? Were they being fake around you, or were they being fake around their friends to portray a particular way of how their life was going? And then we have verbal abuse for some of you. Of course, only take this if it makes sense for your situation. Constantly curses you out. And I'm feeling, my feminines, that had to endure that. You didn't put up with that. You didn't put up with that nonsense. And you perhaps decided to break free from this connection, which is why I've got a masculine here who is missing you, looking for you everywhere. Perhaps tracing their steps, going back to places where you guys used to be and hang out, and you're not there. That's because you're more than likely living your life, spending that time with people that mean most to you, whether that's friends, your family, or someone else that you've moved on to at this point. But I really feel from the masculine that there are some regrets here. And maybe separation needed to happen for them to realize this. Okay, so let's add to this. This is the Twin Flame Dilemmas Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. So issues and dilemmas. What do we have here? My water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, for this timeless reading. We're focusing on the divine masculine. We already know this masculine desires the feminine, has regrets, missing the feminine. And I just feel ultimately, my feminines, that this masculine didn't treat you right. And now they're craving you. They still want you. It's almost like they're wanting what it is that they had to begin with. And they didn't cherish it. They didn't appreciate it. And therefore they lost it. And now that they've lost it, they regret it. All right, so dilemmas. What are the dilemmas here? Vacation, just the two of us. You guys could have certainly discussed going on a vacation together. And it's coming through as a dilemma more than likely because that ended up not happening. Why didn't it happen? Because they were spending too much time with other people to commit to it, perhaps. And then we've got tap into your intuition. So I really feel for my feminines, this is you just focusing on yourself, trusting your gut, your heart, your intuition of where you need to be for now. Now, this is interesting. We've got holiday love, blissful energy from this card. So there is, of course, a potential that the holiday season, which we're pretty much here, okay, could be the holiday season as far as Christmas time, December. Could be when you guys reconnect, revisit the relationship, because this is very happy energy from this card. Busy bee. I do feel this for some of you, that you're just trying to keep yourself busy to not focus on this. And I'm also feeling, too much time with the homies, that you're masculine. They were always this busy bee, busy with everybody else, but not having enough time for the feminine. Now, these next two cards can be a little bit challenging. We've got betrayal. Got a snake right there. So some of you guys might even feel like you were dealing with a masculine who was like this snake, slithering in and out of situations where they don't need to be. And it's interesting that this is the next message. Multiple options, not fully focused on you. I mean, wow. This is definitely painting a picture for some of you guys that you were dealing with a masculine who could not commit to the connection because they had other options. Some of you guys were betrayed by this masculine. There could have been infidelities and third parties. And also they were just too busy with everybody else but you, filling their calendar and social life with everything else but you. So who would want to stick around for that, right? Of course, you would want to just kind of go ahead and go in a different direction and find your own way. Some of you guys, I'm also feeling, could have even decided to go on vacation by yourself, or took a friend or whatever, decided to do it anyway. But look at this next card. We've got surprise, love gifts. Okay. So yes, of course, there's a potential, possibly around the holiday season, Christmas time, when you might receive a gift from your masculine. It could be a gift asking for forgiveness, to make amends, to try again, because clearly they're missing you. They've got some regrets here, okay? We know now where they've been and what they've done and what they were like. And it wasn't cool. So I understand, my feminines, if you decided to break free, if you decided to go in a different direction, you might just hear from your masculine during this holiday season. But this is difficult to ignore right here. A shady man sneaking around, which we already know. That's why we've got betrayal, multiple options. So yeah, it's presenting itself here that you were dealing with somebody who was not loyal, who was shady, who was deceptive. They betrayed you. They broke your trust. They hurt you. They broke your heart. So let's take a look and see if this masculine can turn it around. So we've got the Opium Tarot deck by Fire Witch Tarot. This is an amazing tarot deck here. Twin Flames Tarot. And again, that's just the name of the deck. Okay. So let's add to this. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for this timeless reading. Is this a connection that can come back together? Yeah, they miss you. They're tempted by you. They're craving you, but that does not necessarily mean you guys can reconnect. If, my feminines, you don't want that, okay? You don't want somebody coming back towards you who's still shady. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what else we can tap into here. Angels and spirit guides for my water signs. We've got the Prince of Pentacles coming through here. So this is earth energy here. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So this prince here, I'm kind of feeling they desire you. I kind of feel from this person that they want something good to happen in their life as far as love and romance. But in order to have that good experience in love, they have to bring in the good as well. But I'm kind of feeling if they were a player, if they were, just spending time with everybody else, but the one person that they should have spent time with, and maybe during this time of separation, this masculine has been focusing on the good times that you guys have shared, feeling nostalgic, missing you, my feminines, and looking at the reality of things and the not so good parts of your connection. I'm also feeling for some of you that your masculine could be a little bit younger than you, so there could be a bit of immaturity there as well, or that they tend to be very childish at times. We've got the Two of Wands as well coming in. So fire energy for some of you guys. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The Two of Wands is letting us know here, my feminines, that your masculine is definitely still interested in you. They know that they've got some major decisions that they need to make here in order to win you back. They need to come up with a better plan if they are to fix this. And they might just be able to succeed in that because we've got the Two of Cups right here. Okay, that's water energy. That's your own vibe right here. What you're wanting from your masculine is this Two of Cups, which represents the deep connection that you guys had to begin with, but they kind of messed that up, I feel. You want unity at the end of the day. I'm assuming that's what you're wanting if you're watching this reading. That you want to be back in union with your masculine. And maybe you're missing your masculine just as much as your masculine is missing you. But this is interesting how we've got the Justice card right there, okay? Because the Justice card is all about truth and integrity, clarity, and, this is somebody that's emotionally and intellectually stimulating, and perhaps that is how they see you, my feminines. That you stimulate not just their body, but their mind as well. You're a complete package. And if there were infidelities here, maybe they just could not find what you guys had to begin with. So I apologize for the noise in the background if you guys can hear that. I believe my son and my husband, they've got friends over, so I apologize. They're down there laughing. So yeah, with this Justice energy, it's the need for balance, really. Honesty, integrity, being able to see someone's perspective, seeing both sides of a situation, the need to balance the scales. And it is representing a soul contract between the two of you. And you still feel drawn to each other, And yeah, you guys can resolve the issues in this partnership, but it takes effort from this masculine to get the ball rolling, to get that going. The masculine has to take responsibility for past actions that might have ruined the dynamic of the relationship to begin with. And then we've got the World card right here. All right, so there's a cycle that needs to come to completion here between the two of you. And what I get from the World is one door closes and another one opens. A new opportunity being offered for you guys to start on a much stronger foundation, reviving the partnership, leading you towards happiness. But first there has to be closure when it comes to the past and what drove a wedge between the two of you to begin with. So you guys can be happy again. It's not impossible. Because you guys have some pretty nice cards coming through here, and you've got two major arcanas right next to each other, Justice and the World. And look at the next card, you've got Judgment now. Judgment Day is upon us, okay? So with the Judgment card presenting itself, it really is another card tapped into the truth here. It's a spiritual awakening, perhaps for the masculine, and a resurrection for the connection, a transformation. Things need to change. They can't keep hanging out with their homies. They can't keep falling short as far as being able to support you in this partnership. You know, they can't be airing out all of the issues and dirty laundry that you guys have going on with other people. They can't be two-faced, and they certainly can't be verbally abusive towards you. All of that has to change. And if this masculine wants you, my feminines, I feel all of that needs to be addressed. There can't be any sneaking around. They can't be entertaining other options. If they want you, then they need to decide they want you. It's not enough to crave you. They have to be able to actually make that happen and bring it to fruition and manifest it through their actions. It's not enough to think about it. It's not enough to just speak it and say it and claim it. They have to actually take action. Otherwise, it's just wishful thinking on their part, you know? The interesting thing about this judgment energy is, for my masculines, I feel it's a wake-up call. Get your shit together or you guys are done. You know, because the opportunity could certainly present itself here that, yes, you guys can find the happiness that you're deserving of in this partnership. But if this masculine doesn't get real with themselves and pays attention to that wake-up call, then it could ultimately pass you guys by because there's no action being taken here, you know? And I do feel somewhere down the line, my feminines, you might just find that this masculine realizes what they've done to contribute to the demise of this partnership. Lots of regrets, feeling nostalgic, missing you, still tempted by you, my feminines, but I also feel that they dealt with other temptations that got them into trouble, that created trouble in the relationship. Because this judgment energy could be somebody that realizes those mistakes and wants a reconciliation. It comes down to timing, really, because by the time they realize that, are you still available or have you already moved on to somebody else? Because ultimately it could be that it's a lost cause for them or a missed opportunity by the time they realize all this. So, you know, it's a bit of a gamble for this masculine. But look at this. We've got the sun's energy. I love it. And I've shuffled this deck so many times, and look at all of these major arcanas. And the next card is the Magician. Unbelievable. Followed by the Fool. Do you see all this? You've got the Justice card, the World card, Judgment, the Sun, the Magician, the Fool. All amazing major arcana cards coming through here. The Sun represents pure happiness and joy that you could have in this partnership, in this relationship. I really do feel, based off of what's presenting itself here, you guys can be happy once again. The Magician, of course, can help you guys manifest that happiness in the reality, in the 3D world. You know, not so much just fantasizing about it or thinking about it. This can be a reality, because this Magician can help manifest your person back in your life, or that certainly is what they can manifest back in their life when it comes to this masculine. The Fool is taking that leap of faith and just going for it and having that fresh start and new beginning. So yeah, it's possible. It is possible, you know. And whenever there are references to new beginnings, sometimes I feel that it's like a train that's coming in for you, or in this case for the masculine, and they need to get on the damn train, because if they don't, they're going to miss the train and they're not going to get to their destination of coming back to you. But that's not your loss, it's theirs. So it looks positive as far as reconnecting and having a do-over here, but it falls on the masculine, my feminines. So going back to the initial question, does your divine masculine desire you? Hell yeah. How does the divine masculine feel about this connection? They regret what they've done. They're missing you. They're definitely still attracted to you, still wanting you, caring for you, loving you. And they want to be able to revive this partnership and bring it back and take you guys onto a much better path so you can be happy. But they wasted so much time with everybody else but you. And at the end of the day, you're not an option. You are the best choice that they could have made. But if they don't make that choice, it's their loss. So let's grab some dialogue messages here. Okay, this is my Thinking Man Oracle Volume 2. Let's give this masculine the opportunity to speak up here then. For Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here, angels and spirit guides, what is this masculine, the divine masculine? What does this masculine want to say to the feminine here? And as always, you don't have to identify with each and every message here. Take whichever one you feel you're most guided towards. Angels and spirit guides, please. What does the masculine want to say to the feminine? I need you to trust me. And that's important because there were trust issues. When there's betrayal, there are trust issues. And so now this masculine coming through, letting the feminine know, it's like, I need you to trust me. I need you to trust me that I will do the right thing, that I'm ready to commit, that I'm not the same person that hurt you. Look at this, real men cry. So this masculine could have shed real tears here when you guys went into separation. Losing you is the single most heartbreaking thing that has shattered me beyond repair. Do you see that? Just that verbiage, shattered. What else, please? From the masculine. My longing for you will never end because we never had closure. A part of my heart will forever be where you are. You see? So for some of you guys, this is the reality of it, that especially this masculine, you guys never had the closure that you needed. So they couldn't move on, and maybe some of you guys couldn't move on either. Not to say that you're just sitting there again, just waiting for this masculine. I do feel, my feminines, you've kind of moved on and just lived your life the best way that you could. But maybe there is a part of you, for some of you, that you needed that closure and you never received it. And I just kind of feel when it comes to the masculine, it's coming back to haunt them now. Next message, I care more than you will ever know. Maybe they weren't the type to really express themselves back then. And going back to this message, no support shows little to no support mentally, physically, or emotionally. And also because they were in denial back then when it came to their feelings and their thoughts. So how would you possibly know that, my feminines, that they even cared for you? But it's coming through here now. Let's grab a couple more here. You are a true blessing to me. That's how they see you. As a blessing. Last one. This is interesting. I crave you every moment of every second of every minute of every day. What was the first focus message? I crave your touch. It sends shivers down my spine with full body orgasmic tingles. They are craving you big time, my feminines. This is somebody whose appetite in all areas, not just sexually, in every aspect of their being, they are craving you. It's like this never-ending hunger that they cannot satisfy without you. Maybe they tried through other people because clearly they had other options here. So they tried, but they could not satisfy it because you're the one person, the only person that can fulfill that craving. That is what's coming through here. Wow. All right, so let's add to this, guys, with some messages from the Divine Time Oracle. It can give us some time frames as to when you might hear from your masculine, when things might move in the connection towards reconciliation. This is a deck by Bridget, once again, from Divine Essentials. So let's grab a few here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Divine Feminines tuning in for a Divine Masculine. All right, what else do we need to know? Okay, pour some more, close the door, break time. Well, One thing I'm getting from this is, as I mentioned earlier, with the World card especially, I do see that as a door. There is one door that needs to close, okay? And one door that is meant to open. And I'm also feeling from this that you guys really did need to take a break from each other. Especially my feminines, you knew when you had enough. This next card is so interesting. It says deceiving. They might be back, but honey, they whack. Well, they can't be coming towards you as this whack person. They need to get their shit together. They can't be in that energy of deception and betrayal anymore, because you're going to see right through it. You're going to see right through it. Delays. It's going to be longer. The wait will make you stronger. Okay, so there's this need to just wait, especially if your masculine either is not ready to come towards you, or they're afraid to come towards you because of all this stuff that they've done. So it might not happen as fast as you'd like for those wanting a reconciliation. But I just ultimately feel, based off of what's coming through here, especially from the tarot messages, you've got the Sun. You're heading towards happiness, manifestation of your ideal mate. Okay, you've got a fresh start with the Fool card. So when your masculine is ready to take that leap of faith to come towards you, my feminines, that's when things are going to move. Look at this. Seconds tick by. Stop watching the time. Obsessed and repressed. Yeah, just forget about the time. Just focus on your life and let this masculine focus on whatever it is that they need to fix. Because the more you focus on how long it's been, it's going to seem like an eternity. So try to not be so laser focused on the time frame, and just give the universe a little bit of wiggle room to get things moving for you, to help your masculine on this healing journey. Let's grab one more here. 555, changes, release fear, shifting. So if you happen to be seeing 555 a whole lot, my feminines, there are definitely changes that need to happen here between you and your masculine, and maybe you are making these changes in your own life. Yeah, and it does say release fear. So if your masculine is afraid to reach out to you right now, that's something that they have to work through. To let go of whatever reason why they're afraid to reach out, why they're afraid to connect, possibly because they're afraid of rejection, that you might not want to have anything to do with them, that there's too much water under the bridge, that they've done too much damage, whatever the reason. They have to face their fears in order to make amends with you, my feminines. So there has to be a shift in energy here. And then we've got 888. Love that number. Strength, abundance, infinite connection. You guys will forever have this connection between the two of you. It doesn't matter whether you guys ever come back together or not, but I do feel the majority who are tuning in here, you want your person back. Clearly what's being communicated here is that they're craving for you. They want you back. They're missing you. So be strong and know that what's meant for you will come in for you, and your masculine needs to know that as well. There's this energy of abundance tied into that card too. So if your finances, your livelihood, if that's compromised at this time, certainly abundance will come in to help you in that area. And abundance comes in many forms, as I've mentioned in so many readings. Abundance can certainly include opportunities, including your love life, okay? So that's what's coming through from that. All right, guys, so let's close this out with some final messages from your angels here. This particular deck doesn't always pertain to love and romance, but let's see what the angels want to communicate to you, to those tuning in. For Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, for my water signs. Again, it's timeless, so whenever you're guided to tune in here, And hopefully the messages make sense to you and you're able to resonate with it. Hopefully it helps you out, especially in whatever's going on with your divine masculine. So angels and spirit guides, what else do we need to know here, please? Some final messages for those who are tuning in. We have Angel. This is interesting. I just got goosebumps. Hold on. This is Angel Serena. Let me read it to you. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. So for some of you guys, that abundance has to do with your finances, and it's on its way to you. We have Angel Shanti. I am the angel of peace, which I love to see. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Perfect. Because I really do feel the road that you have traveled with your masculine, my feminines, it's been rocky. It's been turbulent. So moving forward, it's going to be more peaceful, more serene, more tranquil. So it's good. Let's grab one last one. One last message for the collective. We have Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So if you're spiritually gifted in that way, certainly others will benefit from that. And perhaps part of these gifts that you have, you can direct that energy towards your masculine, towards their healing journey. Your masculine can only benefit from the energy that you are putting forth towards their direction. But it does seem to me, my feminines, that there is the opportunity for you guys to fix this. So many major arcanas here that are coming forward with very positive energies, especially the sun. You can find the happiness that you have been looking for. Give it some time for this masculine to reach out to you to make all of this happen. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. Whoever is interested in a personal private reading, that information is down below. And just a reminder, guys, that only mini and basic readings are available for now. And that's it for this reading, guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.